This is Provectus Group, brought to you by Right to Bear, for the responsible gun owner, and in part by... What's up, fellas, ladies, children, whoever's watching, America? Hope you are doing great. I'm feeling incredible because I'm bringing you something that I know is gonna help a bunch of you. For a lot of you who hunt, fish, enjoy the outdoors, homesteaders, anybody who is outdoors and feels a need to have protection, and things like that, this is something for you. Now, here's where this came from. We got a bunch of land now. We started an entirely new channel segment called Provectus Outdoors. We're covering a bunch of practical preparedness stuff. And this is a part of it. We're working our land, meaning our land is virgin. We're having to put in a driveway, clear, knock down trees, cut down trees, dig up roots, the whole nine, level the land, rough grades, the whole nine. While we're there though, now that I'm out doing this stuff, I realize, man, there's a couple things I need because clearing land is dangerous, okay? So maybe medical supplies, maybe some communication, maybe, maybe a couple of little utility things, maybe a knife, you might need a Leatherman or a multi-tool, stuff like that. But what about protection? What about the snakes? What about the coyotes? What about the mountain lions? Where I'm at, we got a little bit of all of it. Matter of fact, I think there might be some alligators creeping up this far north into Georgia. The thing is I want to feel a little bit safer. So I put this together. If you notice, this is very, very similar to the placards that we're buying for our plate carriers nowadays that come with the 2 utility pouches in the front, the row for 3 AR mags behind it, and then it has, the strap system, and you can either wear this like this with an H harness or you can attach it to the front of your plate carrier. So I went with this because I have a lot of other ones and I'm used to a setup like this. And when we're doing things and we're setting things up, we like to be as consistent as possible. It allows us to set ourselves up for success. I'm gonna run through this real fast and hopefully this makes sense. If you have questions, put them in the comments below and hit that damn like button for bringing you content that's different and that can help you today. So we're gonna start with the actual placard or the system you wanna call that's holding everything together. I actually got this off of Amazon. I'm gonna pop that up right now. You can find the link directly to it in the description below. And that's where I got it. I get a bunch of stuff off of Amazon, as a matter of fact. And I'm very pleased with this setup. When I got it and was checking out the actual item, the H harness here, I was checking it for quality issues. It's just as good as everybody else. No problems, but it's a fraction of the cost. So with that system, you're gonna get 2 utility pouches up front. You're gonna get a row for 3 AR magazines or mags that are this style that can go there. And then there's a utility pouch in the back that I'm using to hold my pistol. It's got 2 mag pouches on the side that are designed for pistols. And it has the H harness that goes up over your shoulders. We'll take a look at the back side here. This goes over your shoulders and you have straps that come right underneath your armpit and then an additional strap that's a little bit lower. So it is secure and it has no problem with holding a decent amount of weight. Also on top of that, I really like this system because if you're wearing your Carhartt, you're hunting, usually, vast majority of hunters are hunting deer and it's cold. When I deer hunt, I do not like having a pistol on my hip underneath 4 layers of clothing. If I need to get to it, I can't get it. But I can with this setup. And what's wonderful is this harness is big enough. It's got plenty of room in it. I am almost 6'5". I weigh over 300 pounds. This goes around me without any problem. I actually have room to spare. So for the big guys out there, you're good to go. But if you're just the regular guy and you got several layers of clothes like we usually have on when we're hunting, you're good to go. This will still fit. So this I'm gonna put up, it'll be in the description. It's very affordable, start with that. Next, you see the reflective, these are reflective Velcro little pieces. or patches. And I also ordered these on Amazon. I'm gonna put the link to these down below as well. I got 2 for the front, and then I've got 1 that's on the back. And the reasoning why I got that is for visibility. I'm out in the woods, okay? And when I'm out there with my family, there's a ton of earth tones, your browns, your blacks, your greens, things like that. So I need something that can stand out so that I can easily be able to look throughout the woods and see where my other family members are. So that's a huge safety concern, especially when you're dropping trees or felling trees and all that kind of good stuff. So I needed a way for us to be able to identify each other. So that's why the reflectors are there. Next, I want to jump into the pouches that are up front. I think these are a very critical piece of this kit. We're gonna start with the one here on the right, and actually under it, you see I've got my tourniquet holder. I think this is just a generic, this is actually a T-Rex Arms tourniquet holder. Feel free to use Amazon again. These are very inexpensive. Do not think that you need to buy some special name brand with stuff like that. I just happen to have this. I was probably given to me, or I stole it or something. This first pouch right here is where I have my medical supplies. Now, when we're talking about medical supplies, you mainly just want stuff that can keep the blood in your body. Tourniquets, gauze. I would have regular gauze. I would have quick clot. I'd have my tourniquet and maybe an Israeli bandage. Those are the 4 components that I really want to make sure that I have. So, and that's what's going to make up my medical compartment. Now, if you have any other types of ailments, like you're allergic to things that are specifically, you can also keep those things in there, most commonly being stuff like an EpiPen or something like that, which I actually need because I'm allergic to bees, my mom told me. And I've been stung a bunch, and they do get me a little bit, but probably need to have one just in case they get a hold to me for real. Let's go to the next pouch over here. This is my utility pouch. This is where stuff gets fun. First, old school, all the real old school players out there. Kim Light, baby. That's some straight OG stuff. I've had this kind of stuff like this in my kit for well over a decade, and it works for a myriad of situations, including being able to see. But then we also have a regular flashlight. I like to usually keep a flashlight in here that is a medium-sized flashlight that has great battery life, super bright, can reach out far if I have to identify something way out there. But then I also like to keep a smaller light that's not so crazy on my eyes, that I'm probably gonna use the vast majority of the time when I'm looking for something. Next, you need you a knife. It doesn't really matter the brand. Happens to be 511. I'm sure they sent it to me. And then now this is awesome. This is also from 511. And this is like, I forgot what they called it specifically, but it's basically like a multi-tool, but it's specifically for like self-defense and that kind of stuff. So I really, really like this. So that's what is in the utility pouch. When we step back from these 2 utility pouches, I've already talked to you about the 3 spaces that are designed for mag pouches, but you don't, for your magazines, excuse me, but feel free to not put your mags there. Put whatever it is that you would like to put there. Case in point, I've got a radio in here. This is a Baofeng, I think it's an 8 watt now. The 5 watts were the badass ones. Now I believe they got 8 watts that are out. The link to this will also be in the description. You can get them on Amazon and probably get them tomorrow. And they are affordable, under 30 bucks, I believe. And they are very good. Come with a long antenna, everything you need for it. Now, what I did with mine, and this was something that I took from law enforcement, is I like having a mic on my radio, meaning I can talk right into it, just like you see police officers doing. And the reason why I like that is because it brings the audio up closer to my ear, and it brings the audio or the microphone closer to my mouth. So I'm able to hear what people are saying a little bit more clearly, and hopefully they can hear what I'm saying a lot more clearly. So I've got a radio. Make sure you get a good radio. Comms are super cheap. You can set your whole family up for like $100. And they usually have specials where they'll have like bulk radios. If you buy more than one, you can get it even cheaper. So that's the radio. Next, I actually have an AR-15 mag, and I just only have one. You know, I'm not preparing for the apocalypse. but just in case it's there. My third AR-15 spot is still open, and I can use that for anything else, like snacks and granola bars. Last thing you want is to be on the back 5 or 10 acres of your property, and then you get real hungry or your sugar starts dropping, stuff like that. So it's a good idea to have some kind of something there as like an emergency something if your sugar starts to drop, you know, stuff like that, start feeling funny. All right, that's what's there. I talked to you about the 2 mag pouches. I've got a pistol mag pouch on, or excuse me, I got a pistol mag. I just want to say pouch for some reason. Got a pistol mag on each side, 33 round, and then your regular 15 round. And I think that's a great idea. Even having one 33 round is great. Those are much better to have than 2 15 round magazines, in my opinion, because you don't have to do a mag change. All right. That's what y'all's asses been waiting on. I know how y'all are. Bunch of raggedy asses. Just get to the gun, Ken. That's what they were saying, Jay. I know. Just get to the gun part. Some of them fast forwarded. Yeah. Go on and go back, because you missed all the good.
You're caught.
You're caught, bro. Okay, this is the good part, and that's the actual gun. And I'm gonna actually dive in a little bit on this, because I want you guys to see how I did this. This is a Glock holster. Okay, pistol is unloaded. Okay, there's the pistol. Glock 19, here's your holster. This is a regular inside the waistband holster that you're gonna find anywhere, okay? Typical, cheap, very affordable, inside the waistband holster. I want you to get in here and look at in the back of this. I'm gonna turn around so you can see the very back, if I can get it unstuck. This is what the back looks like. This entire piece is a full sheet of Velcro on the other side, okay? What I did is I pulled it back and it created this big open cavernous area inside. See that? And then what I did is I took the holster and I attached the hook side of the Velcro to the back of the holster and then stuck that on this inside, okay? Now this is the industrial type Velcro, and it's actual Velcro brand, but get like the commercial industrial type. It is super strong. It isn't going anywhere. So I slid it in here, and you see the Velcro attaches right here. And what's wonderful is when this is up against your body is providing a decent amount of stability to the backside of this holster, so you don't have to worry about the gun tipping, pointing towards you, or tipping the other direction and pointing towards someone else. It's gonna stay in the orientation that you want, and that's straight down. And if you're in my case, I got a big belly, so it's pointing right at my belly.
Hey man, show us a draw, man.
Oh, show the draw. It does work, and I'm gonna put this on and we'll show you. But I wanted to say one more thing regarding stability. The reasoning why I put the AR-15 mag right here in the middle is because it's gonna give me a little bit more stability for this holster. I've got stability behind the holster as far as my body is concerned, but I want stability in the front. And what that does is it gives me a really solid platform to be able to extract the pistol from this holster and reholster safely and quickly. So let me show you how this wears. Remember guys, I'm 6'5", over 300 pounds. So we got you hooked up, had to move the mic, but you see I got the one strap. And once you get the one strap done, then you bring this one over and you're good to go. This is actually very comfortable. It's up high, it's close to my body, so it doesn't feel real chest heavy, you know, like, yo, shit, I gotta, you know, like you see pregnant women doing, walking around like this. It's up high, it's on my body center line. Think about the weight that this harness is holding is all right here in the middle. This mag with 30 rounds in it, pretty dang heavy. This pistol, it's heavy. Add rounds to it, even heavier, but it's on my center line. So I do really like this. Now, as far as drawing, if you notice, when I put this on, the strap is on the front side of this grip. I want to make sure that it's behind the grip. That's going to be extremely important. The other thing too, and I want you to come in tight, Jay, is you have to be very, very cognizant that when you're placing your holster in this system, you want to make sure that you have enough room for your fingers to be able to come down and get around this grip. That's going to be extremely important. A lot of times, and I've made this mistake in the past before, when I would have this mounted too low, I would notice that the pistol felt more secure and the stability was great, but I couldn't get the pistol out because this grip would be all the way down here and there's no room for me to get my hands. So when I'm drawing this pistol, it's going to be a draw stroke that's similar to a draw stroke that people use who carry appendix, meaning you are extracting your pistol from your center line. I like that. I like the center line approach, over any other place to carry the gun because we have the most dexterity and control. So if I was going to draw, I would come in just like this on my center line, come straight up, and I'm drawing straight out. I've already got my sights, I'm good to go. If I want to holster, I look straight down. Because where the holster is, I can clearly see that there's nothing inside of this holster that's going to obstruct the pistol or get inside that trigger guard, make it go bang when I don't want it to, and I put it back in and I take my time. When we're talking about unholstering a pistol and then reholstering, we want to be quick to get the gun out, slow to put it back. Remember, bad guys aren't in the holster, they're out here. So once you get it out, let's keep it out. You got what I'm saying? And let's ensure that there's no more work that needs to be done. Where's my family? Where's my children? And then after that, threats are down, they're secure, all that. Law enforcement is on the way or they arrive. Now I can secure my firearm correctly. So this is my outdoor preparedness setup. This is when I'm hunting. This is when I'm working on my land. I'm working on my land, 10 to 20 hours a week. I'm able to have this. I have everything that I need. I'm working with a chainsaw the vast majority of the time. I'm new to chainsaws, so the likelihood of me getting hurt is high. The likelihood of me getting hurt at all is high. So I want to have a way to be able to protect myself as far as having medical, especially the important things that I'm going to need immediately. I want to have communication, so I want to have a radio, and I want to have a way to protect myself, and I've got to have something that's going to keep all this stuff organized and accessible in a way where I can get to it pretty quickly. Also, too, it needs to be kind of damn comfortable, because if it's not comfortable, why the hell are we wearing it? We're human beings. We're not wearing it if it's comfortable. I ain't a cop, never been in the military. Those are the only groups of folks that will wear stuff because they're getting paid to do it. Ain't nothing comfortable about it. So I hope that this helped all of you. I really do. Let us know in the comments if I missed something, and also put your suggestions down there, because if we can expand on this and make it better, that's absolutely what we want to do. We love you all. Peace. Hey guys, Ken with Provectus Group. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that link below. That's where all the incredible stuff is. Like, comment, and subscribe, and check us out on social media. Love you. Peace.